Karibuni Rafiki, welcome to the Mambo Jumbo podcast with me, Sonia and
Chance.
So how was your weekend or week?
My week was fine. I had a lovely week, but a tiresome week. So we're just grateful. How was your week?
The same, back to back. I haven't had a day off yet, so probably exhausted. I might crash anytime. So that's about it.
Don't crash you.
Who knows?
I know. Our topic of the week is very exciting.
Not really.
It is not, but it is to me because I love self-care. It's like my therapy. Yeah, it's like a therapeutic thing for me. What about you?
I like self-care, but I feel like I don't do it as much as I should. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
So, our topic, what is our topic?
You just told them. What do you
Our topic is hygiene, self-care. And of course, like how much is how much when it comes to hygiene products?
No, I think over consuming hygiene products and just buying, like hoarding, basically. That's what I've been seeing, people hoarding products, like excessive, like you don't need a whole closet of like, just what?
Body wash,
body scrubs. Like you don't need 20 pack of them, or you don't need a 50 pack. Like, I need this. I need to have different selection of it, different scents. No, you don't.
Most of the stuff in this video is going to expire within a year, and this is exactly what I think the person is talking about. This is overconsumption. This is not collecting. This is hoarding things that are going to depreciate and not hold their value and just ultimately get thrown out. There's a huge difference between having a collection of something and then, like I was saying, hoarding. And it's definitely your money. You can do whatever you want with it, but I'm just saying it's extremely wasteful of your hard-earned money to buy these things that you're going to have to throw away within a year. Especially the makeup and the lotion and the body scrubs and stuff, like those actually just aren't healthy or safe to use after a year. I can't even tell you guys how much stuff I'm still sifting through and like bagging up to go and donate to Goodwill after working with fast fashion brands for like years. Like this is like 3 or 4 years ago. I stopped working with fast fashion brands and I'm still finding things I'm just like, damn, I gotta get rid of this. Like how can I get rid of this? Because it was just so much stuff. And there's always a new something, a new scent, a new shirt, a new trend, a new whatever you have that's going to be pushed by these people that we're watching and we're like, ooh, that looks really good. Like their skin looks bomb. Like if she's using it, it must be amazing. And it might actually be an amazing product, but also keep in mind that this person is being paid to say this 9 times out of 10. And it's a cash grab. It's a money grab. They're going to get paid for this and we're going to buy it and we're going to put money in the brand, the corporation's pocket. There's nothing wrong with having a favorite anything and like buying a whole bunch of stuff if that's really, really what you want to do, but it's not benefiting you. It's not doing really anything for you. It's just like it's a materialistic thing. And I guess like people do have like retail therapy and they like that type of shit. But I'm just saying it's extremely wasteful, especially down to the Stanley Cups. Like she had like 60, 70 Stanley Cups in there. And it's just kind of like, girl, the whole point of the Stanley Cup was to have one so that you can keep reusing it. But baby girl has like 60 or 70 Stanley Cups, which that actually might make sense because they're actually like, they don't expire, but it kind of just defeats the purpose. And we also live in like a really flashy era where it's almost like showing off how much you have or, you know, what you can get and all this stuff. Like we live with the Kardashians on TV, like influencers, in the era of the influencers. So everything is just flashy and to be shown off. And so I get why people feel like they have to keep up and that they want to keep up and it's just fun, but it's just not really realistic.
People want to smell different on different days.
No.
Like Monday, I want to smell like
and
vanilla.
Then the thing is, it's just a waste of money, like down the drain. Because like, what is this? You're ruining the environment, first of all, with those products. And first of all, they expire by the time you want to use by the time you get to use all of them, right? And sometimes you don't even get to use all of them and they're already expired. So
you just wasted $100 and something.
And I feel like, and also like people are losing the self-care as they should be purchasing of like I don't know, just getting endorphins of purchasing stuff and getting a high from buying things. So they think that like, if I indulge in buying this and this and this, that's self-care, but that's not self-care. Self-care is mind and body. That's what self-care means, and spiritual. Like taking care of yourself, not like consuming stuff. What do you think self-care is?
Well, I think I view it a little bit different. Well, it is like you said, emotionally, physically, But for me, I feel like when I view it as self-care, it's a way of relieving that body stress, and that it's just a way of you uh like, I have a word, but I don't even know how to say it.
What's the word?
It's anyway, I'm gonna say it later on when I remember it. But I see it as a way of just it's like resetting yourself. It's like a reset of yourself. That's how I view self-care. For me, I view self-care, and as I said, I love self-care. Everything that has to do with self-care. I love to body scrub myself. I love to body wash, body cleanse, and smell nice afterwards. But I don't think I want to be at the point whereby like I have like 100 different products and I'm like in my washroom, and I don't think so.
I think that's what, like, especially when you look at TikTok, when you Google what is self-care. Self-care is just like, it's consumerism and just like influencing you to buy excessive products that you don't need. So I feel like I get what you're saying with self-care is like taking care. I feel like it's taking care of yourself and like refreshing for the next week. But then also like with that, like you consuming stuff, right? I feel like that's where we fail in, like consuming stuff. And then like instead of you like detoxing and refreshing, right? That self-care that you over consuming, buying products, they're hurting your wallets. Because then that later on affects you. And then you have to do self-care again.
Yeah, and it's like you didn't, most of these products you end up not even using. Some of them, they don't even like, they
Yeah.
don't go well with your body type.
They don't, especially like with influencers recommending you products like, oh, this is the best product.
They're getting paid for it.
Like, no, I don't trust any,
They're
especially
getting
like,
paid
I feel
for
like,
it.
because like my skin goes through stuff, right? It's like 1 minute is good, 1 minute is bad. So like it's always like fluctuating, right? So then I would like, especially when I was younger, I would fall to victim like, oh, I need to try this. Oh, it's gonna help me, because like they're like, it's the best product. It's gonna help you. And those back then on like on YouTube, they used to not tell you when things are like paid for. They were like sponsored, right? But now I feel like it's at least it's better, right? So at least like instead of like now like
I think
I don't
now,
really
like,
take
people
people's
are
stuff.
like people's eyes are now open, because like not every influencer is like, I'm getting paid to do this.
No, they are. No, technically they are.
But like as someone who is like, for me, I would like praise an item, especially if like I want to be noticed by a certain brand as an influencer, like as an upcoming content creator and an influencer. I would like praise a certain brand because I want them to notice that I use their products.
I know, but
And
I'm
then, like,
saying
that's how it gets to
what
that.
I'm saying is
Yeah.
sometimes they might do that, but then when you look at TikTok, oh, my affiliate link, click this, this is where I got
I
it.
don't do
And
all
then
that.
they're getting
I don't have time for
yeah, that's
that.
what I'm saying. There's some of them they're like, yeah, but they're still getting something out of it. So don't be thinking sometimes they're just like recommending you for the sake of recommending it to you.
And sometimes
Welcome to your weekly de-influencing video where I talk some sense into you and de-influence you out of buying things that you don't need, because that's who I am and it's what I do. I'm Paige. I'm the founder of Overcoming Overspending. I help you stop impulse shopping and overspending. So you have officially made it to the side of social media that's actually going to help you save some money versus bleeding you dry. So make sure to like, save, or comment on this video so that the algorithm brings you back. I want to talk about influencer culture this week because I feel like some of y'all need to hear that you're not an influencer. I know you're like, Paige, what do you mean? Like, I know that. I know I'm not an influencer. I'm like, do you? Do you honestly know that? Because you're spending money like you're one. Your bank accounts think that you're an influencer. Here's the thing about influencers. Influencers have to spend money to make money. If they're not buying, they're not banking. They have to buy things to then film themselves using, to then put on this app to show you, to make you go, oh, that looks cool. I want that. So that you'll go and buy it, and then they'll actually earn a commission from something that you bought that they influenced you to buy. That's not how it works for you and I, okay? That's not how it works for us non-influencer people. When we spend money, we're just spending money. Like when we buy things, we're just buying a bunch of crap and bringing a bunch of stuff into our homes and depleting our bank accounts. Most of the things that we buy don't make us money like it does for an influencer. I need you to pump the brakes a little bit and remind yourself that you're not an influencer. Most of the things that you buy, you're not going to make money off of. I also need you to remember that most of what you see on here isn't actually real. That's what influencer culture is. It's all aspirational. It's all meant to create a sense of inadequacy and a sense of lack in your current life. And here's the thing, I don't think that the influencers are like doing this on purpose. I don't think it's malicious, and I honestly don't think that that's the intent. That is what ends up happening. You end up seeing these other people's lives that look absolutely perfect. And the first place that our brains go is, okay, if I want to be like her, I need to go out and buy everything that she has. There is no serum, there's no shake, there's no green juice, there's no purse that is ever going to turn you into another person. And look, I love the Emily Kaisers and the Avery Woods of the world just as much as the next girl. Like, I follow them, I watch their videos, I love it, I get a kick out of it. I also understand that by me going to their Amazon storefronts and buying everything in there and creating a carbon copy of someone else's life isn't going to make me them. There's only one of them, and there's one of me, and there's one of you. And we all have to start realizing that no matter how much money we spend and how much stuff we buy, it's never going to turn us into someone that we're ultimately not. I want you to be the biggest influencer in your own life. No one else knows what's best for you more than you know what's best for you. I need you to see and realize how extraordinary you already are, how extraordinary your life already is, the way that it is right now. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get a grip. We're gonna close out all of our tabs. We're gonna empty out all of our carts. We're gonna stop trying to buy things that ultimately can't be bought. We're gonna stop trying to be someone that we're ultimately not. And when you go and do all those things, and when you come back here, before you scroll on to the next video, because let's face it, it's probably gonna be a video about that brush with the holes in it, or about that shadow work journal, or about some sweatshirt with pickle jars on it. Before you keep scrolling, I want you to go to my profile. I want you to start with all of the free resources there, my free trainings on how to stop impulse shopping, start listening.
I'm filming these every day, and then the next day more come. Here's day 3 of my PR unboxing.
Where do I even begin? They're playing Jenga.
Made this. This is like heaven. This is so cool. Holy.
2 months worth of PR packages means 4 days of unboxing.
This right here is another month's worth of PR packages. And we're gonna.
This house. Hey!
I've been out of town. There's no excuse for it. But I'm gonna show you what all these brands send me.
Nearly as tall as me. Holy crap, we're doing an unboxing. 50 packages. Where do I begin? Attempt to grab these.
And sometimes it doesn't even go with your body type.
Yeah, so like, especially with skincare, like, don't be trying with so many skincare, like, they break out your skin. Just go, like, and the only thing that I hate is just, like, especially seeing a dermatologist, it takes months. Like, it would take, like, 6 months for you to see a dermatologist.
And then the money afterwards.
Oh, God.
You get those products.
Because, like,
You're like, what is even the essence of me coming to see you if I'll end up, like, paying this much?
no,
I might
because,
as
like, I
well
remember,
just
like, I went
do,
to,
like, research.
I went to a dermatologist, like, it took me, like, at least, like, 6 months to see that dermatologist. And then when I seen them, like, to buy the product, thank God I was under my dad's insurance.
Yeah.
So I didn't pay for much. So, like, buy well, like, one of the product is, like, what? It was already $80. And then there's, like, a benzoyl peroxide. That's another thing. And then they're, like, telling, oh, you need retinol. All this.
Benzoyl peroxide, you can get that from your family doctor, actually. Just
No,
an
but
FYI, people
no,
out
but
there.
things change now. Before, like, you couldn't. You had to see a dermatologist for you to be prescribed those things.
I think for me, when it comes to dermatologists, I'm very keen. Like, I have a very sensitive skin. And for me personally, I'd rather watch a dermatologist on YouTube. But then, like, maybe it will sound like a little bit, I don't know how it's gonna sound, but I go for like black or brown dermatologists.
I don't think it's...
or like,
I get
even
what you mean.
sometimes I'll be like a dermatologist, like I'll go to people who have had a similar experience to what I'm going through.
I don't think it's
skincare
bad. Like,
products.
yeah, you should look for someone who,
Because
like,
right now
understands
people- yeah,
your, like,
exactly.
I'll go to a black person for, like, for skincare advice.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, they will understand, like, oh, yeah, I get pigmentation.
Right?
But the same product that you're using, it's not going to help me because I have melanin.
But
So-
regardless, like, at least someone who understands also where you're coming from.
Exactly.
Because when we come here, it's like the environment, the food, everything
Yeah,
is just
it's so
it changes.
different.
Because right now, if you go back home, these people that we have, they'll go away.
Oh my
'Cause
God,
you're
my
using
mom, whenever she
fresh
comes
water.
back, from
Yeah.
like from Africa, like her skin is so clear.
Exactly, because you're using the water is so freaking fresh.
No, I'm taking myself back.
So it's just like it's a very good thing.
Yeah.
Because then you're like, you see this other side, the food there, it's organic.
Yeah.
The food is
It's
so
not- I
organic.
think
Like,
that here-
literally, you are going to the farm to pluck your own food. The milk from the cow, it's fresh. You're the one who's milking your own milk. I feel like the food, so that does, like, and I need someone who has gone through that for them to understand my skin properly.
I think here is just the stuff is overly processed.
And the
then-
chemicals.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Like,
even
oh,
with kids are
God.
having like body dysmorphia because of that too, right?
Right.
Because like I don't know, like if you guys haven't noticed, like some kids, they're like what? They're like 7 and they're already like, especially with little girl, they're already starting to grow boobs by that age.
I know.
Like the chemicals, they're like,
At
it's a
7, I
fact
didn't
thing.
even have anything.
Yeah, we didn't have anything. We had talk about a grape. Like that's only,
like, wait.
yeah, but here now I'm seeing some kids.
I know, you're like, are you 16 or are you 10 years old? Like, what is your age? And by the time they tell you, you're like,
Yeah, that's
you're
the thing.
16. No way, a 16-year-old looks like a 20-something-year-old.
And also like those other little kids I've been seeing it like on TikTok, like Sephora kids.
Have you heard about Sephora Kids? It's the new fad where young boys and girls are buying facial products deemed unnecessary for their age.
I took my niece and my daughter to Sephora because I wanted to treat them. We're at Disneyland, but like this is where the real magic happens. So I got them the Sephora collection lip balm. They were having a hard time deciding which flavor to get. Totally normal. Of course, I had to get them some sunscreen. We tried on some blush and then smelled all the perfume. We really like this one from Gucci. Of course, expensive taste. Either wanted the lip plumper. We said absolutely not. But we had so much fun going through and getting and treating them. Hand sanitizer, sunscreen, and then these cute lip balm balls from Sephora collection, and then there's other balls from Sephora.
With beauty standards becoming stricter, more people are doing their best to adopt trendy beauty routines seen on social media. This includes children between the ages of 8 and 14, whose skin only requires lotion and sunscreen, who have started to use advanced products for older and more mature skin. This has sparked a great debate online where users argue that minors and teenagers should not delve into the world of makeup due to the potential damage they could do on their skin in the long run. There are also those who don't mind and believe there's nothing to be scandalized about since they only see it as a simple taste and trend, especially if the children's parents authorize it. So tell us, would you let your children be part of Sephora Kids?
They go to buy retinol.
I've seen those
You don't
ones.
need no damn retinol.
I'm like, what are you doing in there? I'm
Buying drunk elephant, all this retinol. You don't need any of those. You
I've
don't even
seen
at the
those
age
ones.
where you should be
I was
looking at it.
like, wait, is this a new thing? Is this a new trend now? Like kids are able to buy like skincare products? Like what is this? What are we? Why are we turning kids into adults at a very young? Like a child has like a skincare routine. What skincare routine do you need? You're like 1 year, right?
Vaseline and leave the house.
Growing up, you like bar soap and Vaseline and you're done.
That's
What,
it.
like you do not
And
need
then even if you
body mist
and
or
that
body.
Vaseline is the same thing you put in
You put your
lip
lip.
gloss. That's it. But now it's just like you need this. I need a
Oh my
lip
God.
scrub. I need a lip gloss to go on top of it.
It is so ridiculous. For me personally, actually, I do use lip scrub because I put like lipstick and lip gloss during the day, and I feel like
But you're an adult. There's a difference. You're an adult.
Oh, you're saying about kids. We're still
Yes.
kids, yeah. Of
Yes.
course, yeah. When it comes to kids, I'm like, no. Let's kids be kids and adults be like we're rushing these kids so much at the age
Yeah.
of 10 years old. Someone is already putting acrylic nails. We've seen that.
Yes. And then I see
A child at 1 year old, they're putting wig on them. Can you stop? This is gonna be a topic for another day. But I feel like when it comes to like skincare products, even like okay, I remember my mom had my young brother here, and like one of the things is that I saw is like her routine was so simple: baby oil.
you should see my mama.
So-
Barely uses anything.
And that's it. And she's like, and I'm like, that's all. She's like, what does he need? He's like 0 years old. That's all he needs. By the time he's 5, he's still using the same product.
Yeah.
And I think like that's the most important thing. And the thing is that like once you stick to, you know why sometimes we're getting this skin disease? Oh, my skin is drying, or my skin is peeling a lot. Oh my God, I'm getting like at the age of 31, like at the age of 20, I'm like getting eczema too much. It's because you're putting way too much products that you don't need on your skin. Only you're layering 20 skincare products on
I don't
your
like-
face and your,
No, it's the
and
thing-
your body.
They're telling
Especially
you
when
a
it comes to the body.
like 10-step skincare routine. I hate those. I'm like, what?
I'm
You
like,
don't need all
you
that.
don't need all that. At
It's
night
too
you're
much.
going to bed, you're putting perfume. For what? Why are you putting perfume?
I don't sleep.
Like why are you even putting a body lotion that has scent when you're going to bed? Just put the damn Vaseline or baby oil and go to bed. And I have a very sensitive skin, and one of the things that and it took me so long to understand like what products I need to use until I landed on Aveeno, and I've stuck with Aveeno for like 6 months now because I'm like, it understands my skin. I've seen improvement with it. Like my skin is no longer like, it's not sensitive as it used to be. It's no longer dry. I don't get the pimples anymore because then I'm like, I came to understand my body does not need things with scent too much, because then I end up spraying my mist. So like it's too much scent on one body. But I go on TikTok and someone is like, oh, I do this, or I cleanse twice, I body lotion, it's way too much. And like they have this whole bathroom thing.
Your bathroom should not look like a spa.
I'm like,
Overconsumption has gotten so out of hand that people are making videos with this many shower products. I understand buying products for different purposes, but do you really need 5 different scents of the same product? Like, if I want to try a new scent, I just wait until I'm done with one, and then I get another one that's a different scent. There is no way that she is going to use all of these products. The worst part about this is that I was expecting people were going to be mad in the comments about this level of overconsumption, but everyone was just lapping it up. Videos like this on TikTok are just normalizing this amount of consumption and making it even aspirational. This is becoming a goal for people with disposable income to have all of these products that they're not even going to use and will just end up in the landfill. If you want to see more de-influencing and sustainability content, follow us.
I'm like, girl, you don't need that much. Let's just be real. You do not need that much to shower and to smell good. In the olden days of our mothers, they only had one skincare routine, and they would still shine, and they caught fish from the sea. So technically, you don't need all that.
I think it's just like with all of that stuff. Like on a serious note, it's just putting you in debt, like in just like building so much credit that like you kind of like you won't be able to pay off. Because like look at like the sites like Afterpay too, right? They're promoting you to just continue buying and pay later, right? But you're not thinking about your future. What's next for you? Like how you gonna save and stuff, right? Because like once like it's just giving you that rush to buy. Like at one point like you feel so good buying it, but then at the end of the day you have to take over your finances. Like how are you gonna pay for those stuff? And Afterpay, they're like rushing. They're like, oh yeah, you can pay like bi-weekly.
And there's always a new scent coming out.
And then there's always new
week.
things, and also like especially with younger kids, like some of you guys don't even have a job, and then you putting yourself in those situations where you can't even save for yourself. Yeah. So like it doesn't make sense. Like Afterpay, like I really don't like Afterpay because of that. Because I feel like
what is an Afterpay?
It's like you pay now, you pay later, basically, and it's like divided by less. Like I buy.
Oh, I heard about that.
I buy something like for like $100. They will like cut it into 4 payments.
It's a lot.
If you don't have the money, I don't think you should
have
be paying for it.
In fact, if I don't
unless
have
like your thing, it's like I get like Afterpay, like if you can use it, right? If it's like an emergency, but then at the end of the month you gotta have money to pay back for that, whatever you're taking. So at least like be mindful of like the amount you're spending. You shouldn't be spending in one payment like $500. Yes, there's people like they're buying over 500 stuff. There's even flights like they're acting like people are flying them out, but they're using Afterpay to fly out.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this is what they're doing. You think people are getting flued out? No, Afterpay.
I don't know what people are doing, but because I run my business. Yeah. But when it comes to skincare products, less is more. And I just feel like more is excessive. Like I just feel like you need to also take time to understand your body. You can't be every time a new product is out, you can't be rushing to try it out. And that's why, and again, that is why people are getting skin disease a lot, because you just are not like you're not taking time to study your body, and you're taking time to understand how your body works, what works for your body and what doesn't work for your body. And unless like people start doing that, it's gonna be very hard. Like, and also it comes with contentment. People need to learn how to be contented with what they have. It's like iPhone, right? When another iPhone comes out, oh my god, that whole week the store is packed. Like it's so packed, and you're like, you have iPhone 15. Why are you rushing to get iPhone 16 for? It's like, is it not providing the same services and the same purpose as this new iPhone is gonna provide? Like, why would you go and get into debt just because you want something else that will provide the same services, the same purpose, and it will give you the same benefit as you're getting, just because you're not contented? And I think with skincare products, and at the end of the day, this beauty product or whatever these products, whatever the companies, whatever, at the end of the day, all they want to do is gain money.
I think it's consumerism.
Like that's all.
That's all about it.
Yeah.
And also,
oh,
like,
Beyonce produced a new hairline, skincare or whatever. You wanna rush. Oh, Rihanna produced whatever. You wanna rush and try it, and you're like, you've
hey,
not
don't talk
taken
about
even time.
Rihanna. Fancy beauty's on it.
Oh please.
And makeup. That's it. I'm not using the hair stuff. That's the.
It's just
the hair stuff is like it
everything.
looks. Rihanna doesn't have that much hair, so how are you using?
Sonia.
No, look at the video.
I don't look because I don't even pay attention like that.
No, I looked because they were like saying how she said it. I wanted to see. For me, her hair is very thin. I don't want that. I want my hair to be thin.
But regardless, I just think like you should take time to study your skincare, to study your skin actually, and take time to know what works for you in order for you to go to the store and get exactly what works for you. Because at the end of the day, you're wasting money. At the end of the day, you're promoting companies that will never even
sponsor you.
Yeah, sponsor you. At the end of the day, you are doing too much for your skin, which is gonna affect it right now. You cannot see the consequences right now until later on. So
I think
that's my last word.
I would say like for me, like with self-care, like I feel like some of the stuff like you can do it yourself, like especially like go doing your nails and stuff. Like I'm pretty sure you can save money by learning how to do yourself. Like even like with lashes, but then at the same time, like some of those services you do need to go to a professional because like you end up ruining your like. I would say like I'm one of them. I was like the one like doing DIY lashes and stuff like that to the point where I ruined my eyelashes. They're just starting to grow back because of serums. But like 2 weeks ago, they were like bold. I feel like the previous video you could see it more because like I had no lashes at all. But now like it's also like be mindful of the stuff that you're doing to yourself. Like you don't need all of those stuff because like self-care is like no, because self-care at the end of it is like being comfortable in your skin and like detoxing and stuff, right? It's not about purchasing or getting a high of like getting something. It's not transactional. That's what self-care, it's not about that.
I think it's just like there's also a difference like between like maintenance days.
That's
because
maintenance.
like
That's
even
not
like
self-care,
no, it's like self-care. Maintenance days are like if I do not do my nails, I don't feel like myself. I'll feel like a part of my self-care routine is not even done.
Yeah, I don't feel
like that's how personally I feel.
That's you, but for me, I don't feel like it is. I feel like that's just maintenance. I feel like that's not self-care. Self-care is for you, like physically, you have to be comfortable with everything, not having all of those, and like
I feel like
detoxing.
Everyone has like their own way of how they view it. For me, my self-care includes taking care of my hair, taking care of my nails, taking care of myself, and like just detoxing.
Yeah, but all of those stuff you just listed is all transactional.
No.
So
what do you mean?
Yeah, basically.
Because if I don't take care of myself, who's gonna take care of myself?
I know, but that's maintenance. That's not self-care though. You just listed everything. You see?
Okay.
I really think a lot of people are confused about what is self-care and what is not self-care. Especially confused about the things that they spend money on in the name of self-care that aren't actually self-care and are maybe just filling a void that you haven't identified yet. And this is more in relation to the high maintenance things that you do to stay low maintenance conversation, specifically to the beauty maintenance costs. Like I've always been a DIY girly. I do things myself rather than paying for it. I've always had this concept in my head of, oh, well, some people pay for it because they like that outing and they like the whole routine and the day associated with getting their nails done or getting their hair done, and it's that in itself is the form of self-care that they need, and therefore they make time and space for that cost in their lives. But doing all these things in the name of self-care and making time for them, I think is just another way to make an excuse for yourself to spend more money, especially when it's money that you don't have. And this purely applies to the people who feel like their problems are being solved by the routine of a beauty maintenance task. Like if you truly are living paycheck to paycheck, but you're spending triple figures on beauty maintenance when you can't afford to be doing that, but you're doing it in the name of self-care, maybe you just need to find a new way to self-soothe that doesn't involve spending so much money on beauty maintenance. Like you can still romanticize DIYing your beauty routines, and you also have to remember that DIYing and doing what needs to be done at specific stages in your life doesn't mean that it's going to be for the rest of your life. If you have to go through a year or two of doing your own nails, it's just that year or two of doing your own nails. It's never going to be forever. And I think that forever mindset sometimes makes people feel like they're restricting when they're DIYing their beauty maintenance routines. I think overall, we just need to really evaluate how much money we have to be spending on things that we don't need and how much of that is being spent on things in the name of self-care when really you could be doing things that you're avoiding, like maybe journaling or going to therapy or actually just going for a walk. And those are just some really generic examples of how people can self-soothe and indulge in self-care, but it doesn't always have to be a super expensive beauty maintenance cost that makes you feel better about yourself and your life every month, especially when you can't afford that cost.
Well, it was a good topic. We had fun discussing it. And of course, as you're going to buy products, just think how
twice.
it's going to
Do you need
benefit
it,
you.
or is it a want or a need? That's why I tell myself every time I go to the store, is it a want or a need? If it's a want, I'm leaving it. If it's a need, I can't live without it, then I must leave it. And that's, most of the time, it's food that I can't live with. But anyway, Rafiki,
Bye!